Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gabby, aka Mocha. So for today's video, I'm just gonna jump right into it and talk about hair porosity. So guys, don't get on me, don't judge me, but I have been natural for years now and I have never did the hair porosity check on my hair.
What?
I know. I know that's bad, and I know that's basically the step first that you're supposed to do, because that's an important step of taking care of your hair. The number one step that you have to do to take care of your hair. And why do I say that? Because I've done so much research, and basically knowing your hair porosity is the most important thing, because then once you know that, then you can go to the next step of knowing how to manage your hair and how to treat your hair most effectively with certain products, or basically to know what works for your hair and what doesn't work for your hair, knowing your hair porosity. Why is hair porosity so important? Because if you have a tight cuticle strand where moisture cannot penetrate through, then you have low porosity hair where products and moisture takes a long time to basically get through your hair. Or if you have hair porosity where your cuticle strands are more open and more receptive to moisture and your hair just dry up quickly, then you're not sure what to really use, but you're just sitting there using anything like me. And I am an advocate for learning your hair and learning what products work for you. But what I was doing, what I assumed my hair was basically low porosity based on certain products that I use and certain girls that I did watch, and I was just like, well, those products that she's using does work for my hair, so I'm just gonna use it. And honestly, that's the worst mistake that you can do, and what I did as well. And I am an advocate for learning your hair, but because I thought I was using the same products for the longest, so I just assumed, hey, I did do trial and error products on my hair, like, hey, that works for my hair, that doesn't work for my hair. So I did kind of learn what products does or don't, but I have been using the same product for so long, I never switched up. So I just assumed those products work for my hair. And then when I did try to switch up and use other things because I didn't like those products anymore, it just didn't work. So I'm back at square one of my natural hair journey because I've been going through so many changes with my hair. I had to sit back and actually do the hair porosity check on my hair, guys. So that's what I did today, and I just wanted to show you guys on my journey of me doing the hair porosity check on my hair. So as I mentioned, I just assumed I had low porosity check without actually checking if I had low porosity or even high porosity or normal porosity. I just assumed, and that's just the worst. So the first check that you are supposed to do with checking porosity is the water check. Basically, the water check in a cup, you put room temperature water in a cup and get a strand of your hair and place it in the water. So basically, if the hair floats, you have low porosity, meaning that it takes a long time for water, moisture, or anything that you're putting in your hair, it takes a long time to penetrate through. If it slowly sinks through, then you have normal porosity hair. If you have high porosity hair and it sinks to the bottom, then moisture is easily to penetrate through, but you have dry hair, meaning that your hair is sucking up all that moisture in your hair and your cuticle strands are widely open where moisture can easily penetrate through. So I did that check on my hair and I let that sit in for like 2 hours, and basically my hair just stayed to the top. So that was the first check of checking. Well, it was probably like more than 2 hours, but whatever. That was the first check of me checking my low porosity check. But some people say that that's not always it doesn't really determine if you have low porosity, high porosity, or whatever porosity. It's basically a myth. So second thing I did, where you can check if you have low porosity or high porosity, is when you have your hair is completely dry and then you go in the water, and it basically takes a long time for your hair to fully get drenched with water, and you have those little beads of water on your hair. and it will determine if you have high porosity hair, if your hair is basically drenched with water and your hair is easily to soak up water. Your hair is receptive to moisture. So as you can see here, which was a little confusing for me with this test, my hair was very receptive to water. Like it didn't, as you can see, my hair is just drenched with water. So this part really confused me because I'm just like, okay, that does not make any sense. My hair does not have the little beads, water beads in my hair, and my hair basically soaked up this water. So that's why I was like, okay, that didn't make sense. So this part was an epic fail for me because I was just like, okay, this does mean I have high porosity hair, but my hair strand floated in the water. So still confusing. So then what I did determine is twisting butters and certain heavy products does not work on my hair. So I noticed like a lot of girls who say that they do have low porosity hair, those type of products does not work on their hair, and so does mine. It basically weighs my hair down, causing me to have oily hair, or none of my protective styles or styles that I do to my hair, it does not work for me. So that's another thing I had to take in consideration. Two, another check for low porosity, my hair takes a long time to dry. So I know a lot of girls say that it takes a long time for their hair to dry as well. Versus if you have high porosity hair, your hair dries super quick and it does not take a long time for your hair to dry. And when you do have moisture in your hair, it just sucks up all that moisture and your hair is completely dry. So I was thinking of my daughter's hair because her hair takes a long time to have moisture, or basically her hair is super dry as well. So her hair sucks up water, her hair sucks up moisture. So then I was like, does she have low porosity hair? So it just, that porosity check is so confusing to me. But as I was still kind of going through that process to check my hair, I just went to the basics of when I do my hair and when I do certain products with my hair, and I did enough research to know that even though when I do put products in my hair and I penetrate, well, I'll do a twisting butter, leave-in conditioner, and oil. And by the time all of those products are in my hair and it's completely sealed, then my hair looks super oily. It's super weighed down. So that's where I had to kind of sit back and just really realize after I did do those checks on my hair to say, hey, I do have low porosity hair, because certain products that are heavy does not work on my hair, but lightweight products as mousse and watery based products work with my hair. Versus twisting butters, no ma'am. My hair will look so it will basically look like weird. But basically it would look oily, way down. And with this hairstyle that I did, make sure you tune into next week's video on this hairstyle to see what products I use on this. But all in all, doing all the checks that I did, I realized that I do have low porosity hair. So now that I know that, I can now purchase the products that work for me, and knowing that basically only lightweight products work for me. So if you're anything like me, don't be like me, and make sure you know your hair porosity type, because if you have low porosity, then you know that your cuticles are closed and it's harder for water to penetrate through. If you have high porosity hair, then your hair is more receptive for moisture to come in, but you do need a moisture and sealant with your hair so your hair does not become dry over time, because your hair is more receptive to moisture, then that can cause damage to your hair as well, because so much moisture is coming in, and you know how effective that may be. So all in all, natural hair is just a trial and error, and you just basically have to go through the process and learn what works for you. Make sure you do the test on your hair and don't be like me. But this was just a sweet short video of hair porosity, and I just wanted you to go through my trial and error of my porosity check and what I learned and what I did not know for the longest of being natural. And like I said, I'm an advocate for learning your hair. So I'm not sure why I did not do this test already when I first started. I just assumed. So don't be like me. Oh my gosh, learn your hair porosity. It's so important because then you can know how to manage and treat your hair effectively. So yeah, research. But I do thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and share this video. Bye guys.